Hi, I'm Joel Schrank, voiceover talent and audio expert, here with another quick recording tip. So, I've been working on a series of projects actually, for a company that I work with on training videos. And the way that they do it is they send me over the script. They also send me over a dummy audio copy that they have that somebody at the company recorded. And then they want me to record this script with my voiceover and sync it up with their audio so that they have the video. They can just drop it into the video and it's already done. And while that sounds maybe kind of simple, it has a little bit more complexity than you might think, because actually syncing up my voiceover to their voice can be a little bit more complicated, because they basically want to be able to take my voiceover, drop it into their video exactly where, so they don't have to do any video editing. And so I'm going to show you how you can do that. It's not too bad, but it requires a little bit of just kind of matching up and syncing things up in your audio editor. So let's have a look at this. Again, I work in the digital audio workstation Reaper. I really love it. It does a great job for me. But what you can see here is I've already recorded my version of the script. And what I have done is I placed their audio underneath my recording of the script on a new track. So, in most DAWs, probably almost all DAWs, you can have multi-track recording. That's kind of the point of a lot of them, especially if you're mixing music and stuff like that. You have one track for each instrument, etc. And so I've created a new track, and I've put their recording underneath mine, so that now that I've got mine recorded, I just did it just by, reading it off the script. I didn't try and listen to their recording and match it up ahead of time. I just did the script, my version, my way. And now what I'm going to do is I'm trying to sync up what I recorded with what they already recorded. And the convenient thing about putting two tracks in like this is you can really see in the audio form, where it syncs up. And that's the thing about kind of a waveform like this, is that, no matter who's saying the word, it kind of looks similar. So you can see, well, this kind of looks the same as this. So I know this is probably the same word, and I can listen to it. You can listen to their recording.
On the rate tab, you will be...
So that's their version of it. That was just somebody from the company. And here's mine. On the rate tab, you will be able to... So yeah, this is obviously where we're supposed to be. This is how it syncs up. And you can easily see and listen to see how it matches up. And in order to shift it over, all you have to do is, kind of delete a little bit of the in-between space there. And what I've got also is here this handy-dandy bar here that kind of goes up and down, so that you can actually kind of see where you're moving it and get it really synced up. So what I usually do is actually put it right at the front of the word, and then you can really see kind of how it syncs up and make sure that they're starting right at the right time.
On the rate tab,
you will be able... And then there you go. The beginning of the phrase is synced up. And that's usually as far as I go. Sometimes you got to do a little bit more within the phrase itself. But I usually find that, you can kind of manipulate. People have enough space in between their phrasings. We're not saying it at an incredibly different rate. I specifically asked the client to speak slowly, actually, because people have a tendency to speak really fast when they're doing stuff. So they were conscious of speaking slowly. And my recording is at a natural pace as well. And so usually there's not a lot that needs to be done within the phrase. And I just kind of go with my phrasing of it, unless there's something really specific that needs to be synced up with something that's happening on the screen. But usually just hitting it at the very front end of the phrase and making sure that the front end lines up and something nearby to the back end kind of lines up. And so as you can see here, you can listen to the whole phrase.
On the rate tab,
you will be able to enter the rates needed for this assignment.
This can be done.
And so you can see, they ended at the same time. And here we can go on to the next phrase. She picked up her next phrase really quickly. So it's easy enough for me to take the next phrase, move it right on over, get it lined up, and we'll listen to that whole section.
On the rate tab,
you will be able to enter the rates needed for this assignment. This can be done by clicking on the pencil for each code. And so you can see I started at the same time, I ended at the same time. It's pretty much in line. My cadence is a little bit different from hers, but that's okay. As long as it kind of starts at the same time, ends at the same time, usually I just kind of let the client come back and say, hey, can you move this over a little bit if there's something that really needs to be synced up with what's going on the screen. But it's typically not a big problem. So anyway, I hope that was helpful for you. We've got plenty more tips coming up for you in the future. I hope you all had a happy Thanksgiving and are entering into a great holiday season. We'll be talking to you soon.